no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So Miami's offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. It looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's got it on the right. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes are flying down the field. To the air. It's Beck. Finds his man in the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Barrels ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to...
Touchdown, Hurricane! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Hurricanes, with myriad options after that big pickup on first down, unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Miami! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. The quick out. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds the tight end.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still
hauls it in down the sideline. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Using the quick game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those...
Turning it on! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to pound their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Got the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping this QB out.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The give from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jumped on top of the pile.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Safe completion on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel...
Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense heading to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Takes the handoff. It Smothers. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The inside handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. It's complete. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got him downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his man down the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Canes. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Wolfpack will get the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And they're not on the same page there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires complete on the crosser. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're going to run it. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Coming out with it, it's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Spins away from the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
On the move, it's Scott. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Brown has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the